Covington Trojans and the Greencastle Tiger Cubs.
Speaker's not working. Apparently our PA speaker's not working. So Stock's going to troubleshoot real quick. We'll see if we can get that underway for you. In the meantime, welcome to the Covington Trojan Complex.
Okay.
Jody's got the microphone working. We're going to try that again.
What? Why does it work when you hit it? Oops, excuse me.
You got.
Let me start out with chaos up here in the box. That's okay. That's the state we live in sometimes. And intermittent work.
Testing.
There we go. I heard something.
Testing. I'm talking into the microphone.
All right. Looks like we're going to forego player introductions. 72 degrees out here at the Trojan Complex. Nice sunny morning. I'm actually going to hand off primary announcing responsibilities to one of our new broadcasters for the radio TV class. He'll be joined in today's broadcast by Mr. Stockberger. Stock, you're live if you want to pipe up and
hi, everybody.
Get into the broadcast. All right. So Mr. Stockberger is going to help us out today. I'm just kind of behind the scenes, running stuff. If I want to jump in, I've got a microphone here I can jump in and talk with. But
be sure to listen to my podcast with Joey Holt, The History Buffet.
If it's ever updated, be sure to listen to The History Buffet.
He's working on it.
Real quick announcement. We are recording this. The plan is to re-upload this if we do have internet problems, buffering problems like we did the other night, which is fine. Just look for CHS247 on YouTube. The direct link is youtube.com/c/Covington High School 247. Or you can go to CHS247.com and look in the archive. It should be archived fairly soon. All right, so you guys are in for a treat. I'm going to hand it off to our new broadcaster. He's going to introduce himself, and then we're going to get underway.
Talk to you later, Craig.
Have a good broadcast, Mr. Stockberger.
Yep.
All right. You are live.
All right. Hello, this is Isaiah Edwards. All right. And
Morning, Isaiah. So Isaiah, did you volunteer for this, or did Coach Sowers or Mr. Sowers?
I did volunteer.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep.
Rumor has it you came over from North Vermilion. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. What brought you up to Covington then?
Just the people. I was hanging out with a lot of people here.
Yeah. Covington's a special place.
Yeah, it is.
Side note, check out Max Preps before I got out here. This is Mr. Sowers speaking. Checked out Max Preps before I got out here, and they were saying that Greencastle's already had a game. They were playing Monrovia on Tuesday night. They beat them 6-0. 3 goals in the first half, 3 goals in the second half. So we weren't listed on their schedule, so I'm not sure how valid Max Preps is, but they are 1-0 right now with a 6-0 victory under the belt. Covington comes into the game 2-0. Big win against North Montgomery earlier in the week, and then I didn't get to go because we broadcast the volleyball game, but the Faith Christian game at Faith Christian ended up 2-1. Mr. Stockberg, can you elaborate on that? I know you were there.
Yes, Bradley Lusader got our first goal, and Logan Pinkerton got the second. Both assists were by Annabelle, and both teams played really hard. It was a hot night, and we did extremely well. Faith Christian's always been a good opponent for us. Very equal teams, I think. They play a little more physical, so halftime Coach Sowers said, don't be afraid to get physical right back. And our JV lost 6-3, but again, they played a really good game.
And if Mr. Stockberger seems distracted at any point today, it's because he's doing double duty today. He's keeping the book up here in the press box, and when the microphone system's working, he's our PA announcer.
When it's working.
And he's helping us out on the broadcast today. So just a big thank you to Mr. Stockberger for his work today. And a big shout out to Mrs. Brown for running our volleyball broadcast. I had to be in a meeting the other day. So Mrs. Brown helped us out by broadcasting, keeping score on the volleyball game, and keeping everybody up to date. So
wonderful.
Thanks to our helpers this year. And we're looking forward to a lot of good things in the 2020-2021 athletics seasons.
As long as they last.
As long as they last, you know.
We'll be here.
We can only do what we can.
Yep.
So
enjoy each day.
Absolutely. Looks like most of this game's being played at the midfield so far.
Yep.
So Trojan midfield's been pretty strong this year, so it'll be fun to watch. All right, I'm going to let you guys take it back over.
Okay.
Enjoy.
So, Isaiah, what are we seeing out there?
A lot of shots on goal that we've missed, but hopefully we figure it out.
Yeah. Some of that's just the excitement of
the start of the game.
Playing, yeah. Once they calm down, hopefully they're going to be better shots on goal.
Yep. This is probably the first time Greencastle's even had the ball on our side of the field.
Yeah. Right now they've got a free kick. Ooh, that's a nice kick. Good job,
What's your
Cole.
experience with soccer?
I played when I was younger, but obviously, and when I got to high school, there wasn't much soccer at North Vermillion, or any. It was all football over there.
Do you miss it?
I mean, kinda, but not enough to get out there and play.
Yeah.
It's really hot out today.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite league when you're... Oh, here we go. Logan Pinkerton's got it. Oh. Got to stay with it. Do you have a favorite league?
The only league I really watch is the MLS.
Okay. And who's your team?
I don't really have a team.
Yeah. Just enjoy the game.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on, Rico.
Oh, Rico's out there. Now, he injured his knee on Thursday, but Dan, our trainer, he said he was good to play. He's got a
Rico's
wrap around his
another
knee.
North Vermillion kid.
Is he?
Came
yeah.
over from North Vermillion.
Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
He's been in Covington so long at this point.
Yep, he's a Trojan.
Kind of figure he's a native.
Yep.
Also
Uh-oh.
missing another
There we go.
big Trojan player. Big being the descriptor. We're missing Savion Waddell still.
Yeah.
I think this is his last game sitting out. Is that right, Mr. Stockberger?
As far as I know.
Or the plan, anyway.
Hopefully, yes. But like with everything else, plans change nowadays. You just take it as it comes. That's one thing I like about our Trojan team. No matter who's injured, everyone else steps up. We've got a good feeling of community here. Leighton Wooster just took someone out.
Coach Sowers not happy with that possession, sounds like. We're close to the sidelines. We can hear the the verbal reprimands for the errant shot there.
Let's just hope Coach Keddy doesn't say anything.
Logan Pinkerton subbed out of the game.
And Shea Springer went in for Pinkerton. Shea got slammed in the ribs at Thursday's game. Got right back up and kept on going.
Kept on going.
Yep, we've got tough players this year. Okay, Covington's got the possession again. Rico's taking it down the field. Shot to Annabelle is intercepted. Cheyenne Haymaker. Oh, she lost it. Yeah, Cole McLean is today's goalie. Good foot on him. Isaiah, what position did you play when you were in soccer?
I was a forward when
Okay.
I played soccer.
Nope.
We lost the action in the corner. That's one thing about our press box. We can never see anything in the corner. Oh, come on, get it. Oh.
I think we're going to have to rely on Jody down there in the scoreboard position to fill us in what's happening down the Trojan corner.
Come on, Trojans. We missed.
Uh-oh. Oh, get it out, get it out. Good job, Bryden. Bryden Gaskell saved that ball.
Trojans had to slip that one up to the front left wing. Was that Perez up there?
That's Perez.
All right.
Annabelle.
Really fun to watch him at the last home game against North Montgomery.
Yeah. Oh, he got a yellow card at Thursday's game.
Do we know what that was for? Not really?
Not really. It was on the other side of the field.
Okay, yeah. One of those.
Yeah. Bradley Lusader got one too. I think that one was for being a little too rough.
From what I heard from some of the players, that one was a little more obvious.
Yes.
To what that one was called for. Trojans on the push down on the left side. Was that Rico down there?
That's Rico.
Rico down with the
That's
ball.
Rico.
Tried to put it into the mixer and got kicked back out. Looks like Trojans will have the throw.
Yep.
Logan Pinkerton back into the game for Bradley Lusader.
And it's really fun to watch the Trojans so far in this season with Perez and Pinkerton up front playing that two-man game and swinging it over to the wing when Lusader's in with them.
That's a lot of speed and a lot of style.
Absolutely. And it'll be really fun to watch how they adjust when Savion comes back.
Yeah.
Because Savion will play up front on a push sometimes, and he's a really big proponent in that set piece.
Yes, he is. A big.
So when we play a corner kick or something like that, he's really nice to have in the middle.
Yep.
Tall and athletic.
Oh, good job, Bryden.
Nice to put a header on the ball.
You're talking about up front. I'm looking in the back. Bryden Gaskell is always a fun player to watch for me.
Absolutely. He had a heck of a game
Yeah.
the other night against North Montgomery.
Yes, he did.
We had several players that had a very, very good night that night.
Yep.
But our defense never really talked about. A lot of underrated players out there in our defense. They've been pretty fun to watch so far.
Yeah.
So, Stock, you were at the game against Faith Christian. How did Faith Christian get their goal? Because we've got a pretty stubborn defense.
Yes. Was it a... No, that wasn't it. Let me check.
Oh, he's pulling that double duty, looking in the scorebook, trying to find out names and times and places.
They got a free kick, and it was just the perfect angle, and it went over everyone and right into the goal.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about a really well-placed free kick sometimes. Trojans have been splitting duty back in the goal this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Jack Stewart finished the game in the goal against North Montgomery.
Yeah.
And Cole's getting the start tonight, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this morning.
This morning, yeah. 11 in the morning. These day games kind of get to me. So Greencastle playing 5 players back just now.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, good job, Bryden.
Maybe they've seen something from that Trojan attack so far. They've got 5 guys back. All their fullbacks, and it looks like they're playing stopper sweeper who are back to kind of thwart that Trojan push.
Yep.
Shea Springer down to the corner on the chase. Perez down to follow just to give a
This is a corner
pass to. Annabelle's going to take the corner, it looks like. Trojans are going to set their set piece up.
Now he has a
Pinkerton's
beautiful
calling for the
corner
ball already in the middle.
Does he?
kick. He knows
Puts
right
it
where
straight
put
to the
that ball.
keeper. Punched out.
Come on, stay with it, guys. Stay with it.
Trojans recover the ball, but play it back to space. Trojans giving chase
Oh,
and lose the ball. Greencastle throw in. We'll get a whistle from the ref, and we're going to get a substitution. Number 7 in for Greencastle.
And Lusader's going back in for Shea. So up front we've got Bradley Lusader, Logan Pinkerton, and Annabelle Perez. I think the three of them work well together.
Absolutely. They're fun to watch up front.
Yep.
Well-oiled machine.
We've got 2 yellow cards up front already.
We've got more yellow cards than our opponents have goals at this point in the season, which I'm okay with right now as long as those yellows don't turn to reds.
Yep. Well, Coach Sowers has always told his kids, I don't mind you getting a card if you get it honestly.
Yeah, if you're playing hard and you get a card, that's one thing.
Yeah.
If it's malicious, that's another.
Yeah. Come on, get the ball out. Get it out.
And Isaiah, Stock and I talk all day, every day, so if you feel like you want to jump in at any point, don't be afraid to talk over us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that might be the only way you're going to get a word in edgewise. I'm going to be honest with you. Stock and I have known each other for a very long time.
Long time. He was one of my
And,
first students at Covington.
I was in your first class at Covington.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. That's been a minute. Because my gray beard will show the reflection of time.
And my gray hair.
And Stock's gray hair. So we've known each other for a very, very long time.
We've each had a couple extra pounds on us.
That's
too.
right. And when I started teaching at Covington in the high school, Stock was my mentor teacher.
Was
so
I?
You were.
I do not remember
Well,
that.
we've known each other forever, so even if it wasn't official or if it was official, we wouldn't remember.
No, but you've done a great job upstairs with our technology classes.
Well, thank you. We're trying to get our name out, and especially in this pandemic, we're trying to give as many opportunities to watch Covington athletics as possible.
Very
And we
much
appreciate kids like Isaiah putting forth his free time.
So. Yeah.
So I know he has to work today,
Where
and
do you work, Isaiah?
Overpass.
yeah, you're gonna love that.
Yeah.
Worked at Overpass Pizza for 15 years, so I know what that looks like, and I know the schedule, and I know the demands
Oh, here we go.
in the night. Covington on the
Lusader's got it.
push.
Lusader's
Bradley
got it.
Lusader.
Oh, right to the goalie.
Saved by the goal.
I mean, it's not like we're not getting opportunities so far.
Yeah.
The Trojans are pushing pretty hard. Just nothing going in so far.
Nope.
Greencastle goalie's actually been pretty impressive to
Yeah.
this point. So,
Shot on goal saved by Cole McLean.
all right,
Cole's been pretty good, too.
Trojan defense stepping up to take one away. Pinkerton looking over the sidelines. I don't know if he's talking to coach or asking to come out, but he's having a conversation with Coach Sowers. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe he sees something that we don't see. Greencastle subs in a defender, keeping that back line fresh. Put a new left fullback in. They're playing 3 across the back line now at half court. The other 2 pushed up.
Oh, that's a good corner.
So maybe they're running a double stopper set. It's hard to tell. They've got both pushed. But they're definitely running 3 across the back.
Isaiah, you work at Overpass. Did you guys know Gaskell works at Palucci's?
I did know that. I went in there one day, and he was in there and took my order.
Yep. That's Coach Sowers' wife's favorite restaurant.
Really?
Yep. And yet Coach Sowers doesn't like it.
So Isaiah, we're gonna throw you under the bus right now. Working at Overpass, but being a North Vermilion kid, are you an Overpass pizza person, or are you a Palucci's pizza person, or where's your preference lie?
I like the Overpass pizza better, but I haven't really eaten anything other than pizza at
That's fair.
Overpass.
That's fair.
So,
Is there anything other than pizza?
I mean, just in life in general, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, did you guys hear my pizza story?
We have not heard your pizza story yet. As the Trojans push up front and kind of stall the ball, let's hear what you got, Stock.
All right, last Sunday I ordered a pizza delivery from Casey's.
Yeah.
As I'm working on my computer, I hear this big noise, and it sounds like it's coming from Crockett Street. So I look out that window, nothing's there. A couple minutes later, I get a call on the phone, and it's somebody saying, it was Trace McLean. He's called me up and said, "What is going on in front of your house?" So I looked out the front window. The pizza lady, I guess, had just arrived. Someone rear-ended her, and she hit the tree in the neighbor's yard.
Oh
yet-
my.
Oh my.
And yet, as soon as I walked out onto the porch and she saw me, she's like, "Oh, I've got your pizza," and she brought it over for me.
Well, they got the important stuff out of the way. So,
Customer service, I guess.
do you feel responsibility for that then, Stock, or
I've been struggling with that.
is
all
it just
week.
something that happened and you're okay with, or
Well, I'm not okay that it happened, but
well, on your delivery, on your watch, as they would
it's a
say?
strange feeling. It's a strange, process of thinking through. Should I have ordered the pizza? Should I have made myself a peanut butter sandwich?
Right. Well, obviously you order the pizza if you're able to order a pizza. Trojans playing the ball at midfield mostly. Even Pinkerton's back at mid right now, playing kind of a possession game. Gets a little shove in the back, but nothing to warrant a call. A little innocent contact. And it's going to be played on Covington's side. Covington, during the North Montgomery game, played a lot of possession. So even when we weren't on a push or taking a shot, we were possessing the ball at midfield and on a push. Today, not the same case. Greencastle, maybe a little tougher opponent.
Okay.
And Greencastle's playing a lot of possession in the first half
Yeah,
so
they
far.
are.
About halfway through the first half already, and not really a lot of scoring opportunities for either team.
Corner.
Yeah, this is a corner kick for Greencastle. Gaskell headed it out the wrong way. That happens sometimes.
So headed it in and not out?
But no, he
Just
headed it
not
out.
in our goal, let's hope.
He headed it out, but out the end line.
Okay.
Just the way our press box is situated, if I were to try to look down in the corner right now, I'd stare at a white wall.
Oh.
So this is on you guys.
You know, there's some things with the goalie that I don't know if I should work or not. Coach Sowers has told me keep track of shots on goal and shots at goal. But
Okay.
then he adds, sometimes a goalie is just playing his position. So it's really up to my discretion if I think somebody has actually shot on goal or at goal,
Ah.
Oh, okay.
or if the goalie's just fielding the ball.
Well, that's fair.
Yep. Just a little behind the scenes, everyone.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to remember that even though he's kind of set apart from the team because he can use his hands and all this, that he's still a field player at
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
And especially with our guys, our keepers play the field when they're not in the goal. So if they have to come out and approach a ball, take away a shot on goal.
Logan
Take
Pinkerton.
that.
it. Oh.
Oh, lost.
Pink
it.
had a good run, maybe played that last touch a little too far for himself. But great opportunity for the Trojans right there. Now, Stock, you were just talking about this. What would
Yeah.
you count that in the book?
I think that's a goalie playing his position
Okay, that's fair.
because I don't think Pinkerton took a shot on goal.
Right, that last dribble by Pink, maybe a little too far
Yeah.
for him to get to.
Keep playing. Stay with it. Oh, go.
Trojans
go,
pushing
go,
down
go.
the left sideline,
pass
our
by
near
Pink,
sideline
holy
right now,
cross.
up to Pink. Pinkerton at the 18 plays it close to the middle, played back to the Trojans in the midfield position, and we've got a whistle.
Oh, offsides.
Offside.
And we've got an offside. Trojans playing down by the 18. Maybe Greencastle playing a little offside trap there because their back line is pushing together.
That's possible too. There are some teams that do that intentionally.
Right, and a great strategy if you can keep your head into the game and kind of be aware of that.
I might disagree with you here. I think that's suspicious play.
Suspicious play.
Just play the game.
Annabelle's playing the middle
pass.
now.
Go.
Plays a swinging pass
Annabelle
down
to
to the left
Logan.
side to Pinkerton.
What? The offsides again?
What do you think about that one, Isaiah? Was that offsides?
I do not think that was offsides.
He was pretty close to his defender. That's a pretty tough call to make. I mean, impossible for me to make. I can't see the field that
Yeah.
well. But for you younger guys, you can see it a lot better than I can. That's something that the Trojans are just going to have to be aware of. I mean, they're trying to play aggressive. They're playing down at the Greencastle side now,
Here
but
goes
they still
Rico.
have to be aware of that offside trap.
Coach Sowers told me that offsides is dependent on where the player is when the ball leaves his teammate's foot.
Right, when the ball is played. So you'll see a lot of people bellyache and complain about an offside call if a player slips past the defender after the ball's already played. But if you know the game, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Holy Cross playing hard over here on the left sideline. He's going to come out of the game.
Just a breather.
It looked like it. He was already a little red in the face.
Yep.
So who's coming in for him? Is that Cheyenne?
Cheyenne's in for him.
Okay. So Cheyenne Haymaker is going to throw the ball in.
Trace Claypool and Nick Ferrati, they're in.
Okay. So Trojans with a couple subs, keeping some fresh legs out on the field. We got another whistle. I'm not sure what this one's for.
I don't know what that call is.
I didn't see an offside hand or flag up in the air, so I'm not really sure what that was, unless it's a water break.
Is he saying handball? It was something against Pinkerton, but I don't understand.
Oh,
Over in the middle of the field explaining it to
who's
Leighton Wooster, who is not the speaking captain, I don't believe, so I'm not really sure where that explanation was coming from, or maybe he's just going to relay the information to Coach. Interesting. We're kind of confused up here in the box. We didn't see any nefarious play or anything like that.
I like that word.
Nefarious. It always reminds me of vampires,
Ooh, yes.
like Nosferatu. But I like using big words. It makes me sound smart.
Nefarious Ratu.
That's right.
Oh.
And Pinkerton bumped on that one. That was a pretty clear call. They're going to set and go. Make this a quick set. Trojan pushing 4 up to the box. And Pink's going to take this hit right here.
Asking for
So,
10 feet.
Is he too far to take a shot here, guys? What do you think, Isaiah?
I definitely think he's too far to take a shot, but I think he can get it at Annabelle.
Okay, so we're going to play a little chip in here. Oh, Pink's going to try to prove us all wrong and take a hit on goal.
Yeah.
Keeper for Greencastle comes up with that one right to the chest and then plays a throw out. Covington's going to get that ball back, though. They're playing really aggressive over there on the sideline now. And that's something that's hard to gauge early in the season. I don't know if you'll agree with this, Stock, but kind of gauging your opponent, gauging what the officials will let you get away with when it comes to aggressiveness is really hard, especially early in the season.
Yeah.
You don't know where your expectations lie. You don't know what you can get away with. What you're actually going to not get called for is more important. But it is nice to see the Trojans come out aggressive.
I agree totally with everything you just said.
And Isaiah, let me put this out to you. I think it's easier for kids to come out extra aggressive at the beginning and kind of dial it down a little bit, rather than come out timid and try to ramp up the aggressiveness. So how do you feel about that?
I believe that, but you kind of have to stay fully aggressive all game. You never really want to leave anything out on the field.
Absolutely. Great point. Great point. So once again, just to recap, up here in the box, you got Mr. Sowers right now. You got Mr. Stockberger, and
Hi, everyone.
And Isaiah is joining us for his first broadcast. So welcome to the CHS247 broadcast team, Isaiah.
Thank you.
You're actually the first student this year to jump in on this.
Yeah, this is exciting.
So can be a little overwhelming at first with all the technology in front of you to do a stream. So good on you for being here.
My technology is pencil and paper.
And a microphone for podcast. Have you gotten a
And a
chance to try
microphone.
out the new microphone yet for a podcast, Stock?
Not for a podcast, no.
All right. Have you put out a new podcast since school started? There's the real question.
Joey is still editing our podcast. He wants to get it done. I want him to get it done because we had a special guest on this one, and it is an excellent, excellent episode.
We've been promised this for 2 weeks now. But I understand. Mr. Holt, Joey, as Stock calls him, is a great friend of ours.
Yep.
He was a teacher at Covington Middle School for a time, and now
teaches at Brownsburg High School, helps with their football team. So he's and he's a new father.
That's where the time's going right there. The
he's-
new father part.
He's got a
Yeah.
lot on his plate.
He does. So it's forgiven. And maybe we'll mention to him that when our radio TV class gets a little more comfortable, we could do your editing for you if you want.
Oh.
So you can offload some of that responsibility, and our kids could get a little work.
That's interesting.
So think about that. Isaiah, we were introduced to Audacity the other day.
Okay. Audacity is a great program.
Audacity's fantastic for being
Not
free and open
sponsored,
source.
but if
Not
they-
sponsored, yeah, not sponsored by the free and open source program.
If they want to, we're listening.
Exactly.
Carver 5 back into the game.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, there's a soccer game going on.
Carver's 100% effort all the time. It seems like really played a tough game against North Montgomery.
And he just started playing last year. He's turned into a real tough scrapper.
Yeah, absolutely. He's pretty fun to watch out there. Now I can't see, but did they throw him at fullback again? Is he back on defense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's where he started the North Montgomery game.
Yeah.
Moved up to the offensive push in the second half.
Yep.
Corner.
The way he plays, he winds up just about everywhere on the field.
Right, right. Reminiscent of a couple older Covington soccer players who kind of roam the whole field. Most memorably recently, Tanner Dreer.
Oh, yeah.
Tanner would start on defense and
Yep.
work his way up to the offense every single game, it seemed like.
Oh, here's corner kick.
So corner from Greencastle. Nothing doing.
Nope.
Trojans will clear that one.
Number 6.
Actually, I think Greencastle cleared it for us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay with that too.
Yep.
As long as it's clear of goal.
Yep.
So we've got, looks like Annabelle and Pinkerton playing up here, waiting on a pass, and
Oh.
they're going to get their opportunity. So
All right,
Pink,
we've got Nick Ferrati
over in the
getting
middle.
in the mix.
Ferrati with
Stay
the control,
it.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Little step through.
Good job. There's some great fighting going on out here.
Yeah, the struggle this game is really at midfield.
Yeah.
I think whoever wins that midfield battle might win this game.
Yeah.
Because either team could slip it to a forward and get a cheap goal or a quick goal. It's kind of just up to the midfield to control the ball. Got a visitor up here in the guest. We've got a pretty gigantic wasp
Yep.
over by the laptop. Isaiah, I hope you're not allergic to wasps.
I'm not allergic
Oh,
to wasps.
all right. So we're good. We're good.
Guess what, guys?
Are you allergic to wasps?
No, we've got 10 minutes left in this half.
Yeah, this has been just rolling by.
Yeah.
Just a couple quick whistles earlier on maybe aggressive play and offsides. But other than that, we kind of kept it rolling.
Yeah.
No clock stoppages or anything like
Yeah.
that. Luckily, no injuries. We had an injury at the beginning of the game and an official last game
Yes.
at home.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Twisted an ankle.
twisted
or
an
a knee
ankle
or
or quad or something like that. Hopefully, he's okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my word.
Oh, man, he missed.
Well, I need to come up with a radio expression.
You need a catchphrase?
Yes, I do.
All right.
All right, Craig, you didn't see this.
Yes.
Imagine. Who are we playing? Greencastle.
Greencastle.
Imagine Greencastle shoots it to the net.
Okay.
It goes over Cole. Greencastle player tries to head it in the net, hits the crossbar, goes out.
Oh, my.
Completely whiffed.
Oh, my. The old Olay.
In basketball, we would call that an air ball.
All right.
Call that elbow.
A little concerning Greencastle getting this many opportunities, though.
Yeah.
Playing the ball down at Covington's end, getting some shots on goal. Now, Cole's doing a great job in goal at this point, but even the best keepers can't stop everything. So
Yeah.
let's hope that the
The Browns
defense
do
picks it up
think about the
midfield,
ball.
starts winning some battles,
Oh,
and we can get
Come
something
on,
slipped
Annabelle.
here.
come
Plays
on.
it in
Hey,
Pinkerton.
Logan.
Oh.
Pinkerton
off
with a
the
little touch
crossbar.
on front of the goal,
Almost
just
had it.
wide.
Yeah, their goalie's pretty good.
Yeah, he's playing a heck of a game so far. What'd you say his name was? He had the GK designation in the roster, as you mentioned earlier, Stock.
Oh, gosh, let me see.
I'd like to give him some credit because he's playing a heck of a ball game so
Caden
far.
Burris.
Caden Burris,
Caden Burris.
playing keep. Heck of a ball game so far.
Yep.
Trojan throw it in towards the middle. That's a nice throw in down towards Pinkerton, right in the middle of the field. Who was that throw?
Was that Shea Springer?
That might have been Shea Springer. Got it halfway across the field
Yeah.
on the throw in. So just as good as a corner kick. There's about 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Make some substitutions both ways. Looked like Ferrati came out for the Trojans.
Number 14 for us.
14 is Little Shaymaker. What's his name? Colton.
Colton Haymaker in.
Shaymaker.
Colton Haymaker in for
Did I say
Ferrati.
Shaymaker?
You did say Shaymaker. I kind of like that. That's kind of
Haymaker.
nickname material. Colton Haymaker gets played off the ball, but we had to play on until now. Losing the ball, we'll get the kick.
It's our kick.
So free kick from quite a ways out. Now, are we taking bets? Is this going to be on goal?
It-
Depends on who takes it.
Who's kicking it? Gaskell?
Gaskell's going to take it, so we're thinking play it into the right side maybe, because we're stacking the right side on this set piece right here. Annabelle's over there on the left, alone with 2 defenders.
Gaskell's got good control. He could put it anywhere he wants.
Got 4 Trojans hovering over the 18. Plays it towards the middle, deflected by Greencastle, and played back out. They're going to keep
And
control
it's
instead
out.
of playing it far, but we've got a throw in for the Trojans. And Gaskell's going to take that throw, it looks like.
Cheyenne is coming in for.
Yep, Cheyenne's
Coming
in
in
for
for the
Shea
Trojans.
Springer.
All right, so Trojans making some changes, keeping some fresh legs in the game, which is what I really like about this Trojan team so far. You do some substitutions. You don't really lose a lot,
No.
right?
you
Or
don't.
anything at all. It's
No.
just getting people playing time at this point,
Yep. Even rotations right now.
which is really nice to see.
Yeah.
No real letdowns in skill or intensity
Ooh, here
when you
goes
bring in
Shy.
some subs.
Cheyenne Haymaker's out there. What I like about her is that she will run anyone over.
Very aggressive.
You do not
Very
get in her
aggressive to
way.
the ball. And I think her softball season might be over at this point, but she was playing both sports at the same time.
Was she?
So super aggressive, super athletic,
Yeah.
really fun to watch. I know she plays basketball as well, so a 3-sport
Oh, yeah, she
athlete
does.
here at Covington.
Oh,
And
Oh, do
Stock,
it.
maybe you'll be able to
Oh.
fill us in a little bit with 5 minutes left on the clock till halftime. Where do we stand with the girls program? I know we've got a really big donation from Fountain Trust Bank.
Yes. We have a coach.
Oh,
I forget her name, but she comes to us from Danville High School,
Okay.
Illinois.
and that's all I know really.
Okay. So
I know.
we've got funding for a program.
Funding for a program, coach.
It's corner kick for us.
Okay, corner kick for us. Annabelle's going to take it. A lot of interest in the girls program.
So exciting things
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Are they looking at playing this season or pushing it to next season? Do you know?
I think with COVID and everything, they were going to try for this season, but with COVID and everything, they'll go for next
Well, it's
season.
kind of throwing a wrench
However,
in
we
everybody's
do have
program.
a couple. Oh, what are they called? Exhibition games.
Okay.
This coming week, we play at South Vermilion.
Okay.
Varsity's going to play, and then we'll play, I think, one half of a girls' exhibition.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
And that's at South Vermilion,
At South
you're thinking?
Vermilion,
Okay.
yes.
They,
Oh, good job, Cole.
they got a new field.
South Vermilion's got a new field.
Yeah.
So they used to play on the football field. Is that not the case anymore?
No, their new field is where the football practice field used to be.
Oh, exciting. Well, that's a neat opportunity for them.
Yeah.
Pinkerton holding the ball over here on the left side, plays it towards
Ooh.
the middle.
Jack attack.
Jack Stewart,
Jack Stewart touching the ball.
Annabelle.
Played over to the Lusader side of the field. Lusader over there on the right wing. He gives chase, but it goes out of bounds. Haymaker's going to throw it in. Cheyenne Haymaker, that is. Cheyenne and Colton in at the same time. Kind of fun to see.
I call that the shy maker.
The Cheyenne.
Shaymaker.
Is this going to be your catchphrase that you were talking about,
It
Stock?
might as well be. It might as well.
Something exciting happens. Shymaker.
Shy maker.
Shaymaker.
And boom goes the shy maker.
I like it. I like it. So Greencastle's going to take this throw in.
Got 3 minutes.
They've got one guy forward on the field, pretty covered up right now. So Covington's going to take that one.
Isaiah, you're Covington's coach. What do you tell them during halftime?
There's a good thing I'm not the coach because
Yeah.
I mean, is there really a lot you can tell him? I mean, we can clean up some sloppy passes, really. But I
We've
think,
done a lot of good things.
aggressiveness-wise, we're fine.
everyone's playing hard.
Everybody's playing hard, absolutely. It just might be keep at it.
Yeah.
If you keep playing hard, the defense will break eventually.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a good point. And this is why Coach Sowers makes the big bucks. He's going to make some of the small changes that we're not seeing up here in the press box.
Yeah.
Maybe create some flow up front for, Lusader, Pinkerton, Annabelle, Perez. But other than that, I think midfield's playing strong. Defense is playing strong.
Yeah.
Just trying to slip that one goal past at this point. Now, we did beat Greencastle early last season. I believe it was on the 18th of August last year.
Yeah.
5-4. If you remember that game, Stock, that was a crazy game.
Well, we got a chance right now.
Oh.
Take a hit to the upper 90 and just off to the right. So who took that hit? Was that Leighton?
That was Leighton.
Wooster.
Leighton Wooster. All right. So Leighton getting in on the action. Just missed right of the upper right corner. Great idea.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to execute in real time in a real game.
We'll get there, though.
Absolutely.
We'll get there.
Absolutely. Trojans turn and try to win this 50-50 ball.
And Cheyenne Haymaker gets it.
Cheyenne Haymaker has a knack for being at the ball at the right time.
Yep.
1 minute.
Maybe that's just her athletic sense,
Oh.
knowing where to be at the right time, in the right place.
Yep.
There's Colton with the ball.
There.
Plays it up to Perez, seeing if something can happen. Jukes one, but loses it on the second. Trojans get the ball back. They keep trying to play it down the middle towards Pinkerton. Maybe
Yeah.
that's one of the things that Coach Sowers is going to adjust.
Yeah.
Maybe changing that slip to maybe a connecting pass, maybe playing it
Yeah.
down the sideline instead. Because what they're trying to do right now is play that through ball down the middle, hoping Pinkerton can attack it and get it around the 18. He's trying to beat two of the defenders at this
Yeah.
point, though.
And Greencastle knows that Pinkerton, Annabelle.
Oh,
Oh.
Pinkerton
Oh,
on
slipped.
goal.
And
Yes!
Pinkerton
Got the
puts it
goal.
in.
12 seconds.
I don't know what happened there. If he slipped,
I think the goalkeeper slipped, and then Logan had slipped over him.
Yeah.
Slip over him.
Yeah. We'll take it, though.
wow. What a turn of events with a minute. Well, actually, less than a minute. 12 seconds left on the clock. So the Trojans score right before halftime. That's got to be deflating for Greencastle. So, flip side of that, Isaiah, what do you think Greencastle is going to talk about at halftime?
Greencastle has missed a lot of shots on goal. A lot of good play from Cole. But they're also playing hard, so they just got to keep at it, too.
Absolutely. We've got a heck of a ball game right now. A heck
Yeah.
of a soccer match. 1-0 going into halftime unless something miraculous happens with 1 second left on the clock.
No, I don't think so.
And we will update our score here. And we're just going to leave the broadcast on, but we're going to mute our mics. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of today's Covington soccer game between the Trojans and the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Our score at the start of the second half is Covington 1, Greencastle 0, and it's me, Mr. Stockberger, here with Isaiah. Isaiah, what do you think for the second half?
Hopefully we just keep playing hard, playing how we are. Hopefully win tonight.
Yeah, I went down to the team huddle during the halftime. This is what I like about the Covington team. Excuse me. Even though we're up 1-0, we were still talking strategies on how we can make plays happen. So that's always a good thing. You're not resting on our laurels. Still want to play hard and get the win.
Yep, you can never get too comfortable.
Oh,
Shot on goal off the crossbar.
oh, that was Leighton Wooster.
Yeah, what an opportunity for the Trojans.
Yeah.
Really big opportunity really quick in the second half. Leighton Wooster just puts it off the top crossbar. Holy moly. Now, if I had a longer cable, I'd be able to see out the door here, guys, because I'm standing up now.
Who needs a charger? Do you need a charger? Okay.
Oh, here we go again. Here. Oh,
Back on
come
goal.
on, take it.
Oh.
Oh, man.
He's hurt. You know, he's
See, what Greencastle seems to be doing is they're just filling the net with their players. And Covington has to find a way to get through that wall.
oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good observation, Stock. It really looks like they're playing a bunch of guys back and just hoping for that slip pass up front.
I think they know that Pinkerton, Lusader, and Perez, they're a threat.
Oh.
Okay, Greencastle has it. Gaskell gets it out. Oh, no. Oh, good job, Wooster.
Lane got it out. Then Carver.
And then Carver Fye, good job. Good job stealing the ball back by Lusader. We got some action to start this half. Back and forth with the teams.
Shot on goal.
That was
Another
number
save.
1 for
Isaiah pulling double duty right now, trying to move that camera with the game. Trying to provide a little color as well. So,
Yeah, people think we
Good
just
on
sit
ya.
up here in the air conditioning, but we've got work to do.
well, I mean, that's half of it, right? That's half of what we want to do.
And the free entry.
Yeah.
And the free entry, yeah,
helps too.
the two big points right here. We'll watch a soccer game for Covington for free, right? So Covington kind of playing back right now.
Yeah.
Defense playing with the ball. Great to see, though. Still some foot skills with the defense. You think you get to the little league, time frame, you get to up to high school, and you don't expect really good foot skills from your defense. But when you get to higher levels, you really expect that, and with college and pro. And Covington kind of showing that. We've got some foot skills in the back.
Yep.
Up to Pink. Pink's going to take this. Get
Pink
stopped
lost
up.
it a little bit.
Yep.
Oh. Well, good idea, Carver. Carver with the right idea, but the wrong direction for the ball. There's Gaskell again. What do you think, Isaiah? Should we have fan clubs for the players?
I think we should.
Okay.
At North Vermilion, they did T-shirts for like a fundraiser,
Okay.
and you could have all your fan club on the back of your shirt. Anyone that paid $5.
I think I'm the president of the Gaskell fan club. I think he's just an amazing player.
Just like 20 names of you, just you. Your name 20 times.
Hey, I'm only paying one membership, okay? go throw in by Covington. That was Jacob Holycross throwing it in. Shea Springer's got it. Might be taking it all the way to the net. Nope. Greencastle kicks it out. Corner kick for Covington. Annabelle's going to take it.
Annabelle right on goal. Oh.
What a beautiful corner, though.
He knows how to do that.
And I hate to harp on it, but once again, that's going to be one of those things that's really handy when Savion comes back.
Yeah,
Getting that big
definitely.
presence in the middle
Oh,
Come on,
for
Brian.
Oh,
Annabelle's
Brian.
crosses.
really good defense there.
Yep. See what I'm saying? Brighton fan club.
Yeah, Vardy. Ooh.
Bradley might have a shot. He kicked out.
And as it's played out of bounds, or down there in the corner, we recovered, and now it's out of bounds. I just want to highlight something that's really kind of goes unnoticed or we take for granted. Covington really has some really good ball people on the sidelines.
Yes.
You know, and we always have, and whether it's, you know, the kids coming up from the Park League and helping or JV kids helping, it really helps the flow of the game. Maybe that's why the first half seems to go so fast.
Yeah.
And a lot of schools don't have that. So I just want to throw a shout out to anybody that runs a ball boy or ball girl on the sidelines for Covington. You are noticed and you are appreciated.
Yeah.
What are we?
We were at Faith Christian on Thursday. They did not have ball boys because the school said it increased contact with the ball, which increased the possibility of COVID. And yet there's like 40 people touching the ball the whole game.
Yeah, I don't think 2 or 3 people are going to be the deciding factor if someone gets
Exactly.
COVID.
Exactly. A lot of changes, health and safety changes this year, but
Come on, bro.
we're working
Oh.
with it.
Another save
Cole
by Cole.
McLean with a save. Colton Haymaker taking his own pass. I always laugh when that happens.
Ref stoppage here.
We've got Isaiah McCarty coming in for Carverfi. I remember last year Leighton Wooster was kind of timid about getting physical, but this year he'll slam into anybody. That's good to see. Just increased confidence and physicality.
Kicking it up. They may have a shot here.
Uh-oh. Oh, good job. That was Isaiah McCarty with a save there. Right, Greencastle's got it. Taking a shot, but it's
too
way over the
high.
net. That was number 10 for Greencastle.
Cole has not left the goalie all game.
Nope.
Still playing that.
Still doing a great job, too. Cheyenne Haymaker in for Leighton Wooster.
Ooh. Shot.
Right now, Greencastle's got the ball. They're trying for a goal, but Gaskell headed it out. Annabelle's got the ball. Passing it forward, up front. Lusaders got it. Come on, Bradley. Oh.
Corner.
Oh, Bradley might be hurt.
He's hurt.
Got a
Bradley still
stoppage
on
of
the
the
ground.
clock.
He was making a run down there and just got stuck really, really hard.
Rico
I mean,
checking back into the
completely
game.
legal, completely on the up and up. Just he was going at a very, very fast clip and got stopped by the defender. And I tell you what, Bradley Lusader is super fast on that wing.
Yep.
And if he has to come out of the game, that's a big loss for the Trojans.
Yeah. Oh,
His angle.
we've got Rico ready to come in for him, it looks like. But Rico's got his sore knee, too.
Rico's minutes have been limited today.
So right now, Covington's trainer, Dan Dabrowski, he's out there looking at Bradley Lusader.
I don't know if you guys can see it. If you look on the other side of the road out here at the Trojan Complex, you're going to see a bunch of cars and a bunch of Covington fans. Now, due to COVID restrictions, we can only have so many people here at the complex to actually watch the game, but people are out in their cars and out in lawn chairs, sitting in shade trees and watching the Trojans play.
They still want to see the game. It's good community support. It's one of the great things about Covington. The community supports everything the kids do. Annabelle with a header that was just off the net, just missed.
It's a great corner.
Yep.
Logan kick.
Logan's on for Colton Haymaker. Here's Greencastle's goalie, Caden Burris, kicking it in. Right to center field. Covington gets it. Some back and forth with the players. Looks like Covington's got it again. And now Greencastle's got it.
Up the sidelines for Rico.
Yep. Pinkerton's taking it. Pinkerton's taking it. Oh. And it's out.
A lot of opportunities for the Trojans.
That was a great opportunity. That defensive line for Greencastle, I hate to say it, but they're doing a great job.
Tell you what, that was a great possession for Covington, too. Rico brought the ball up, waited for Pinkerton to get a route, and then heads-up play by Rico, throwing it down to Pinkerton in the six, basically, and just a missed opportunity for the Trojans. But that is the Trojan offense at its finest right there.
Yeah.
Playing a little two-man game, waiting for things to develop. Great heads-up play by Rico Mandolini.
Isaiah McCarty kicks it out.
Yep. Greencastle tried to take it up, but Isaiah got in there. Greencastle throw in. Greencastle with an improper throw in. So Covington gets the ball. And we're back on the Greencastle side of the field. They kick it back to center. Here comes Jack Attack. Jack Stewart. And Gaskell gets it.
Gaskell running up the sideline.
I really
Dribbling
want Gaskell.
through a lot of defenders.
Come on, get a goal.
Come on, guys.
Get a goal, Bryden. Does a somersault and he's back in the mix.
Now, Stock, I know you're a big fan of watching Gaskell play back
Yes,
there.
yes.
He is deceptively fast.
He is. He truly is.
Like, he was on that run right there, and no one could keep up with him.
Yeah.
You don't typically think of that from a defender.
Yeah.
But he has closing speed, as we would say, up front when he's on a run.
And when you watch him run, you realize just how athletic he is.
Lane Wooster back in the game for Cheyenne Haymaker.
Uh-oh.
Shot on goal.
Keep it out.
Saved
Keep it out.
by Cole McLean again.
Okay, throw in for Greencastle. Ooh, good
Jack.
job, Jack. We call that the Jack attack.
Jack attack.
Greencastle's got it. Ooh, Wooster
Lane.
getting in the mix. Greencastle's still got possession. Hopefully not for long. And they kick it out of bounds. So Phi going in for Jack Stewart. You might hear Jody Salisbury in the background. Jody, you want the microphone next time? You'd be good on the radio. You've got a good radio voice. Nice and deep. And just think of all the information you have.
Yeah.
Like what was...
Bradley kicking it up.
Bradley.
Okay, Bradley's getting ready to go back in.
Break.
Oh,
Great
my
save
goodness.
by Cole.
That was E10 and either 12 or 17.
Bradley checking back in the game after being hurt.
Yep. Number 10 kicked it to the goal. Cole deflected it, but then a number 13 for Greencastle came in, tried to kick it in again, but a Covington player got it out.
This is actually the first time Annabelle's even went to the bench at all this game.
Yeah, everyone needs a break, I guess.
Oh, Logan got the ball. Oh,
Oh.
we go.
Got away from Rico there. Brian rolls over.
Okay, ball stays in. And now it's out. Okay, throw in for Greencastle. Greencastle is horrible with their throw-ins. I probably shouldn't say that. Greencastle has a much more relaxed style of throw-in than Covington does.
The Trojans are very aggressive with their throw-ins.
Okay, we're back down on the Greencastle side of the field. Shea Springer has it. Fighting for it. Can't see the corner. Now it's Leighton Wooster. He's out in the middle. Got it. Up to Lusader.
Bradley.
Come on, 7.
Here
Back
comes
to Isaiah.
McCarty. McCarty gets it in. That's a great
That
kick.
was a great pass.
kick.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Wow. Once again, Greencastle's defense just takes it out. Okay, so we've got a throw in. Wooster's after it.
Lane,
Wooster's after it.
Lane gets to it. Kicks it out to Bradley, then to Isaiah McCarty.
Another great kick from McCarty to get it back in.
Rico.
Rico's
Shot on
got
goal.
it. Oh, yes!
Oh, yes! Goal Rico.
Rico, 21-41.
Look behind you, Miss Corporal.
That is 2-0 Trojans.
Yes, that was a great goal. Great goal. We're joined up here by high school principal Mrs. Carfault.
Yeah, Mrs. Carfall just came up the stairs. I told her that we needed another goal really quick, and
she
it happened.
delivered.
So
She delivered.
she's the magic touch today. We got 2-0 lead
Yep.
with, what is that, 21 and a half minutes left in this game.
Yep.
Keep doing what you're doing, fellas.
Now, I've got a question for Mrs. Carfault. You,
It's not on the radio. That's what I was coming here to check on.
you have a son who plays JV.
Yes.
You're the high school principal, so you support our kids, and we have air conditioning up here. So, what brings you up here?
I was just coming to check on you guys to see what you needed because Mr. McCormick had to leave, so I'm actually
Okay.
your true administrator
Okay.
today. But the air conditioning was
Yeah.
Kick up to Logan.
Oh, here we go
Free
again.
goal.
Here we go again. Yo!
Oh.
Ah.
Just wide.
Just wide.
kind of had to stay up here the whole time.
See, we need Mrs. Carfall up there the whole time. That nice little through ball down to Pinkerton on the run, and Pink picked it up. The defender just couldn't stay with him. Just
Nope.
missed wide right on that shot. Now that's a
Well,
shot on goal, right, Stock?
By like 6 inches. Wow.
The Covington JV team looks like they're getting warmed up.
Yeah, moving into position. They've got a JV game right after this. Oh, oh.
You guys really are okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're fine. Thank you.
You know, another great save by the Greencastle keeper.
Yes.
He's really putting in the work. Let 2 goals in, and maybe slipped on the first one. The second one, not a lot he could have done about it. And when you're getting a one-on-one with somebody like Pinkerton or Annabelle Perez, like, you're not going to win that one-on-one most of the time.
No.
So not a lot he could do on those 2 goals that went in. Rest of the day, he's playing a pretty good game.
Yeah. Excellent player.
Absolutely. Cole's doing a good job down in the
Yeah.
Covington goal as well. So nice little showcase from the keepers on a hot day with long sleeves.
Yep. Yep. Cole's wearing our gray number 33 jersey. That was a new jersey in 2010. No, that's wrong. That was a new jersey in 2008, I believe.
2008, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing the throwbacks.
Yep. Well, wearing our only jersey.
Yeah.
Aaron White was our first keeper to wear those.
And why, yep.
Yep. He wore gray away and yellow at home. Here's a corner kick from Greencastle.
Annabelle has the ball.
Yep. On the corner kick, it was Jacob Holycross who headed it out. Greencastle has the ball right now. They're moving it around, but Covington gets in there, and Holycross kicks it out. So throw in for Greencastle. The Greencastle keeper's wearing a green jersey. Very bright green jersey. Looks good. Oh, here's Shea Springer taking the ball. Take it all the way. Take it.
Shea streaking up the sideline.
Pass it to Pinkerton. It's in the corner. We can't see. Here's Pink again. Oh, man. Another good play by Greencastle's keeper. Something Coach Sowers tells the team is that when we get a goal, and we mentioned this before in the first half, when we get a goal, we go for the next goal. So right now, Covington's not letting up. They want to get as many goals as they can.
Oh.
And we'll have to check the record books on this, but I'd imagine Pinkerton's getting pretty close to the Covington lead in goals scored over a career.
You mean even more than Ryan?
Well, I mean, as a center mid, he would blast, but he wasn't known as a prolific goal scorer. He played on the same team as Matt Palfy, so Palfy was the goal scorer back then. But Pinkerton seems to always be in the mix, always getting a goal or two a game, and and sometimes more than that. So he's got to be getting up on the leaderboard. I would say probably top 5 at this point,
Yeah.
at least.
We'll have to pull those out and check it.
Absolutely.
Unless Jody knows. Jody, who's got the most goals for Covington ever?
And a hush falls over the crowd. Jody must not know either.
No,
That's
I don't.
one of the few Covington sports questions that
Yeah.
Jody might not know.
You know all the basketball facts?
We've found Superman's kryptonite.
Crap.
Oh.
Another save by
That was-
Greencastle's goalkeeper.
Yeah, Lusader tried to knock one in, but again, they've got a great goalkeeper. Here goes Holly Cross with the header back into play. Annabelle's got
has
the ball.
Kicks it up to
Pinkerton's headed.
Pinkerton.
Oh, come on. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Another good save.
Okay, good, Nick. Nick Ferrati's in there doing his job.
Trace Claypool gets it out of there.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Trace. We're going to lose Gaskell this year. He's a senior. But I think Trace might be an adequate replacement for him next year. He does a really good job back there. A lot of heart with him.
How many seniors we got this?
Oh, gosh. We've got
Logan.
7 or 8 seniors. 6
6
seniors?
boys and 2 girls, I think.
Okay.
Oh.
That was a beautiful
Lane's
ball
in there.
by Pinkerton.
Gets it to Nick.
Here goes...
Oh.
Oh, Nick Ferrati. Wow.
Ball a little high there. Haymaker, Cheyenne Haymaker checking into the game. And Brian is coming back in.
Yep.
For Trace.
And Jody's brother Scotty is helping the ball boys collect the out of bounds balls.
Pinkerton with the ball. Annabelle with the shot and
Oh,
another
man.
save.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys could see that down there in the corner, but standing on the deck, it was pretty impressive to watch Pinkerton play with that ball because Perez was offsides. He was down there in the 6, and Pinkerton could have slipped it to him, but we got another offsides
Yeah.
call. Great heads-up play by Pinkerton to hold the ball down there until Perez got on sides and then take a hit.
McCarty kicks it out. Greencastle brought it all the way back down, almost to the goal, but then McCarty took it out. Now Greencastle kicked it out. Covington's got the kick, free kick. Brian Gaskell's going to take it. Greencastle gets the ball, and it's out again, so throw in by Greencastle.
That one intercepted by Lane.
Yep. I imagine that has to be one of the frustrating things about playing soccer. You see an opportunity, you take it, and then the opposing team just steps in your path and intercepts it.
Thrown out by Carver.
Shea
Oh, great
Springer to
pass.
Pinkerton.
Shot off there by Pinkerton.
I do not believe this, but we are down to 12 minutes left in this game. This does not feel like a full game today.
It's been very fast-paced.
Yeah. Oh, good job,
Annabelle with
Annabelle.
the ball.
He kept the ball. The
Gives
Pinkerton.
it to Pinkerton,
Oh,
and Greencastle defender just kicks it out of bounds.
Yep. They know what they're doing down there. So ball's in. Greencastle gets it.
Brighton back on defense.
Brighton's got it. To
Got the
Wooster.
stop.
Yep.
Layton tries to kick it up.
Some give and go
Oh.
there. Wooster got pushed down. Kick from far out to the goal, but it was called offsides. Cole McLean trapped the ball, but really no threat because of the offsides.
Offside.
Cole was not letting the forward for Greencastle even attempt a shot.
No.
Uh-oh. Rack.
Here goes
Bradley.
Lusader. Whoops, lost the ball there. Ran a little too fast.
Got a little bit too far ahead of himself
Yep.
there.
Yeah, Lusader, he's a quiet, or not Lusader, McLean, our goalie, he's a quiet kid, which usually the goalie's yelling, but he gets the job done back there.
Tell you, Lusader, I think maybe was running a little too fast for himself down there
Yep.
on the left sideline. It reminded me of the kid from the Mighty Ducks movies who got going super fast but couldn't stop. So maybe just overran himself there a little bit.
Corner kick.
Who's taking this? Is that Rico?
Yep,
Rico's
Rico.
taking our corner kick. Rico's really good with corner kicks too.
Oh.
Kick.
Oh, come on, come on.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Pinkerton couldn't control it there.
I hate to say this, but I'm starting to see us getting a little sloppy with a couple of things.
I think you are on that.
I know we're getting tired. I know it's nearing the end of the game. Still got to win it, though. About 9 minutes left.
Ah.
Oh,
Come on, kids. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Annabelle on goal. Ooh.
9 minutes.
9 minutes left in the game.
There's a free kick for Greencastle. Goalie's going to take it. And Wooster fighting for it. Wooster gets it to Lusader. Open ball, anybody's ball. Covington eventually gets it.
Ball up.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
No one in the goal. Cole hustles back and gets back.
McLean ran out to get a ball. Gaskell, though, took over the goal till McLean got back. Greencastle's taken a lot of shots at the goal. About half of them have been on, half of them have been off.
And everything that has been on has been saved by
Yep.
Cole.
Cole's done a great job back there today. Here goes Gaskell with the free kick.
Kicks it up.
Right to Annabelle. Greencastle kicks it out of the way, but is that McCarty? No, that's Colton Haymaker. He gets it. Annabelle's got it.
Ah.
Was,
Offside.
oh, who's offsides? Who was offsides there?
Annabelle.
if I gave a frustrated sigh, how well that would be recorded for all eternity. Okay, here's Annabelle again. Kicking it to the center. There's Shay. Here's Logan. Come on, keep it in.
Oh. That would have been a very impressive goal.
Just to the left. If that were about 6 or 8 inches more to the right, we would have had our third goal. Here's Greencastle's free kick. Ooh, Annabelle gets it. Then Greencastle passes it all the way down the field.
Isaiah McCarty got that one.
Yep. Oh, here comes number 10 for Greencastle. Has to get around Gaskell. McCarty's got the ball now, and it'll be a Greencastle throw-in. About 5.5 minutes left in today's game. Ooh. Well, Cheyenne Haymaker, she did her part, but it gave Greencastle a corner kick.
Greencastle has not been very aggressive with their corner kicks this
No.
game.
Oh, that's a better one.
Yep. Right over the net.
I've been writing down the number 10 all morning. I think 10 is their scorer, but he hasn't done much of anything today.
16's coming back.
Okay, Lil Woo's going to enter the game. Here goes Gaskell's free kick. Right to Jacob Holycross. To Isaiah McCarty. To Rico. To Cheyenne. Greencastle just stole it. Back to Cheyenne.
Oh.
Something happened. And, handball. And Greencastle gets the ball. Come on, Annabelle.
And Wooster back in the game.
Yeah, Wooster's taking over for Cheyenne with 4 minutes left. And Colton Haymaker's coming in for Annabelle. We've got a Covington throw-in. It's Rico Mandolini who's going to throw it in.
We look like we're putting a more defensive lineup in.
Here's Rico. He's going to take it to Wooster.
Lane with the pass.
Kick out.
That might be Greencastle's plan for the rest of the game. Just kick everything out.
Logan Pinkerton
Oh,
with
oh,
the header
Pink,
in.
Pink! 313. 313 for Pink.
Pink on the header.
Logan Pinkerton has another goal, trying to break that goal record. That is 3-0. Trojans lead. Colton Haymaker and Rico have subbed out of the game. Number 6, Daisy, and number 12, Erica.
Oh,
I've checked
Erica's in.
into the
Good.
game.
And Daisy. Good. Yeah, they haven't been in before because we've got a JV game right after this. And both of those girls play on the JV team. Here's number 10. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's
Saved
Cole.
by Cole.
There's Cole again.
Cole not letting anything get through.
With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yep. Kicks back to midfield.
Come on, Erica. Come on. Good. Covington's got it with Erica lastly. Greencastle got it back. They kicked it out. So it's Covington throw in. Jacob Holycross is going to throw it to Logan Pinkerton. Plays it back to Jacob.
Trace Claypool looks like he's about to check back into the game.
I hope he gets an opportunity to. We've only got about a minute and a half left. Okay, Greencastle has it. They're making a run. Here's number 10.
There looks like there is a bug on the webcam or on something that's blocking it. Yeah, it's outside.
I think, oh my goodness, I don't think that's school appropriate what they're doing. Oh, wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Another save by Cole McLean.
He might be this game's MVP.
And the Bugs have made their exit.
Okay, good. Everyone, you can start watching again.
Yeah. Trojans still keeping the pressure on.
Oh, are you kidding me? No goal.
The Trojans very upset that was not called a goal.
Pinkerton kicked it almost to an open goal. Hit the crossbar, hit the ground, hit the crossbar again, never went in. According to the side judge. We've got 27 seconds left. Greencastle just kicked it out on the end zone. We've got a free kick for Covington.
About 15 seconds left.
Gaskell's going to take it. I don't think he's going to hurry it all, though.
Nope.
With about 9 seconds, 8.
7, 6, 5.
Here we go. And that should be the game. With a score of 3-0, Covington wins against Greencastle.
All
Good
right.
job.
Any closing statements, guys?
I think we played a good game. I don't think we played as hard as we could, but it is hot out there.
It is very hot. And Cole McLean had a very good game at goalie.
Yes.
Did not let anything get through.
Just a crazy stop there at the end.
Yes.
Overall, good performance from the Trojans, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Couple minor things to work on, maybe. Coach Sowers is gonna inform them of some things they need to do.
Yep.
Hopefully, be better next time. Even more aggressive, even better foot skill. But great showing by the Trojans today out here at the complex on a warm August afternoon. All right. Anything you guys want to say before we sign off?
Are we doing JV game or just?
That is up to you.
Okay.
I will leave that up to you guys.
All right. Next time we play, we will
guess
have
we're
Savion
not doing
Waddell
JV.
back.
Absolutely. Savion will be back, hopefully on the next game.
Play West Vigo.
West Vigo, yeah.
Is that here or there?
Here.
Not really sure. And Tuesday night there's a home volleyball match. So we'll look at being at the next home game, whatever we can get, with CHS247.
Varsity team is crossing the field to bow to the fans. JV's out on the field taking some practice kicks.
Like to thank Mr. Stockberger for doing the varsity game
You are
along
welcome.
with the book.
You are welcome.
And,
Remember, everyone, listen to my podcast with Joey Holt, The History Buffet, available on all your podcast places to listen.
It is the only favorite I have on Spotify, Stock. You'll be happy to know that.
I
so
am proud.
I mean it's been empty for 2 weeks. But
I'll text Joey. see
we
if-
really
see
enjoy
if we can
listening
get
to
a
the
response.
podcast. We're really looking forward to hearing, especially from a former student,
Yeah.
on this upcoming episode.
Yep.
And it is a great listen. If you guys have a chance to listen to the History Buffet, I listen to it on Spotify. I believe it's also on Apple Music and a bunch of
SoundCloud,
other
Google Podcasts.
outlets. So make sure you're checking that out. Isaiah, anything you want to add before we log off here?
I don't think so.
All right. I'd like to thank Isaiah for being here. His first broadcast.
thank
Think he
you.
did a great job. And we'll see you next time.